everybody. Hopefully I'm done with that foggy patch. Man, it got pretty bad there for about 30 minutes. Yep, there goes my warning that I'm going off the road. As you can see, I was not going off the road. It's just some of these tar lines on the road. Anyway, what do you do? Just giving you some more footage of Western Arkansas in the morning. Here goes a passer on a double yellow line. Let's get his license plate and call the cops. 375 YTS. I'm reporting you, sir. Not really. Pedestrians, other motorists, they get frustrated with us truck drivers, especially on roads like this, because we just can't go fast. You know, it's always up and down and curvy, and like I said earlier, you know, it's hard to get this truck up to speed going up a hill when it's loaded. Oh, see, there went my collision warning. Did y'all see anything that might cause a collision? I didn't. I think the collision warning sensor on this truck is a little bit crazy. A little paranoid. I have a feeling that if I'm about to have a collision, I'll pretty much know it. Woo! Man, I'm glad to be out of that fog, and I'm glad the sun is up. You know, driving early in the morning or at night, either one, you know, it's tough on the eyes. There was one point, I don't know, I've probably been driving about 45 minutes, and I got, you know, I was the lead vehicle for several miles there, so I had 4 or 5 other vehicles behind me wanting to get past, you know, and all their lights are hitting my mirrors, and I finally, first spot I found where I could get off the road, I just stopped, let them all pass, did a little quick inspection, and then got back on the road. You know, it's just a lot easier to drive without all those lights hitting your mirrors. So anyway, I've got about 2 hours of driving left to go. I'm actually about 40 miles south of Fort Smith. Hopefully, you know, if the day goes smoothly, I'm hoping I can get this delivery done and then get deadheaded back to Fort Smith. And hopefully they're not loading real slow and behind today. And I can get me a load and get home this afternoon. But if I do, you know, if I show up and I'm 13 or something like that in the loading order, then I'll probably run out of time and may have to spend the night there. I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. Just have to hope for the best at this point. Oh, there's a pretty view. Wow, that's a postcard view right there. Uh-oh. Maybe they stopped my, that guy that passed me on the double yellow line. I don't think so. Well, maybe it is. Let me try to get over a little bit here. Sorry, officer. No, that's not them. They were doing something wrong. But look, whatever you did, follow the officer's instructions, please. Then you won't get into any more deeper trouble. That's all I have to say about that. Woo! Oh man. Actually, I stopped and did a load check about an hour ago, and I've got a front corner trailer marker light that's out. You know, I've had this trailer about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks maybe, and when I first got it, that corner marker light was not working. So I went through the shop there, and it had just come unplugged. No big deal. The guy plugged it back in and said it felt tight and good. So, you know, it was fine for several days, and then it fell out again. So I plugged it back in, and it had been fine, you know, for probably 10 or 11 days. And now, you know, it was fine this morning when I left. Everything was working. But then when I stopped, you know, an hour later or so and did my first load check, I guess it had wiggled out of there. But anyway, no, I'm sorry. It's not that it wiggled out. It was still in. I checked it. So I guess at this point the light has just burned out because it's still plugged in. I even took it, you know, unplugged it, plugged it back in. It's not working, so I'm gonna have to get that light replaced. Hopefully when I get to Fort Smith. So that's the plan. All right, that's it for now. Okay, guys, I have arrived here at Meeks Lumber. You can see here, nice store here in Springdale, Arkansas. And they had me park right here. You can see they got some orange cones back there. They had me back my truck up right there and untarp. And then I'm supposed to go in and check in and I guess give them my paperwork. But I wanted to take this opportunity to show you how you roll up these big tarps. So first of all, see, I still got one tarp on. You know, when you're doing this, you put your back tarp on first, and then you put the front tarp over so the wind won't catch your tarp. All right, does that make sense? If you put the back tarp on last, then it would be exposed to the wind blowing through it. So anyway, I've got it all stretched out here on the ground. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this barn door flap and bring it in. All right, just bring it in like so. Then we're going to take these two little flaps here and just kind of fold it over. It ain't got to be super pretty. Plus, I don't have all day here. So, once you get it like that, it's just a matter of folding it in halves. So I'm going to set the camera up here. Hopefully you can see this. Oh, I bet the sun's in your eyes there. Let's do it like this. All right. Okay. So the way you fold these up is you fold the small end, leave a few feet here, and you want to have the barn door flap on the end here, like that. And it usually takes 2 bungees to get around these big tarps. That's how you do it. Okay guys, I wanted to show you real quick while I have an opportunity of the load after I got the tarps off, so you can see the straps. 3 straps on the front, 2 on that one, 2 on that one, and then 3 in the back. So fixing to get my straps wound up, and then I'll go check in and see where they want me to get parked for unloading. And I'll try to set the camera here, but I'm going to try to show you how we roll up these straps. Basically, you take your rolling tool here and you feed it through that, drape it over like so. So I had it wrong. So it's like that, and then you go fishing. And you want to have the red stripe on one side of these straps pointed out. All right, so put it in like so, like that, and just reel it in. That ought to be good. Okay folks, they have had me pull around. I was way out there in the front, but they had me pull down this way and then turn in facing that way and then back up into this position. So just thought I'd give you a shot at that so you'll know what kind of maneuvering you have to do as a big rig 18-wheel truck driver. That's what Red Viking Trucker would say. Oh, real nice folks here. So the guy was telling me, and I think I mentioned this yesterday, but my original work order on this had me delivering it to the Meeks Lumber Supply Store in Rogers, Arkansas, which is a few miles on up the road. But then they changed it to Springdale, Arkansas, which is where I am now. And the guy was just telling me that their store in Rogers, in fact, he showed me a picture, but their store in Rogers got flooded a few days ago, and he showed me a picture of some of the employees standing out in front of the store in waist deep water. So that's why I'm delivering it here. So So here's a shot of him unloading pallets of OSB. Hope that sun's not in your eyes. I'll try to get around on the other side. So pretty easy unload. He's getting 2 at a time, so he's already taken 4 bundles off. So luckily, you know, the weather was okay. I had to climb up on top of my load yesterday and put a patch. You know, on a previous video I showed you some of that Flex tape. It's not really Flex Seal branded tape, but it's like that the supply guys gave me a few weeks ago, and yesterday was the first time I used any of it. But I had to climb up on top of the load because there was about a 7 or 8 inch rip up in the top of the tarp, and I was afraid, you know, it was going to rain. I don't think it really did, but if it had, you know, I would have had water all in on the top of the load there. So I got up there and put some tape on that rip, and then the lady that was leaving the shipper, that worked in the shipping office, she hollered at me and says, "Hey, you can't be up on top of your load." I said, "Okay, sorry." All right, there he goes, getting another bundle. I'll just get one more shot of this and I'll start getting ready to pull out of here. Hopefully I'll be getting a deadhead order to Fort Smith. So that's how they do it here at the lumber yard. So you know, when you go to your Meeks Hardware or your Lowe's or Home Depot and you buy a couple sheets of plywood for some little project, you know that some Maverick driver picked it up like this at a place like I showed you yesterday in Carthage, Texas, and deliver it to a place like this, and then you put it in your little pickup truck and take it home. America's Distribution Network. Okay guys, let me get doing some real work here.